I'm on a multi-month four-wheel drive expedition alone, and I'm not making it easy for myself. The whole idea of this expedition is to not touch paved road as much as humanly possible, and ultimately circumnavigate the Iberian Peninsula using only 4x4 tracks. I've now been at this for 56 days, almost 2 months of living on the road, in the bush, on my own. And it's safe to say that this is one of the most awesome and difficult things I've ever tried to do. One of the coolest things about trying not to touch paved road is the random places you find yourself that few people ever get to see. This is a bridge over a reservoir made when a valley was flooded sometime in the 1940s. I've spent about a day driving around this reservoir using only four-wheel drive tracks, and now I'm finally crossing it on a bridge that has a gravel road, thus making it possible to not break my rule of driving only unpaved trails. So they are trunks of the original trees that will have been drowned during the creation of this reservoir. I continued on along the trail until something really special caught my eye. Oh my god, there's a whole abandoned town down there, brother. I'll go check it out. So this is the first house. This is a little abandoned hamlet that I'm going down into right now. Let's see if we can go through this. Wow! My god, dude. I could tell immediately that this was seriously old construction. The oak beams and stonework style told me that this was 300 or 400 years old at least. So this is a good way to date construction. These are handmade nails, look at that. Comes right out. Wow. That was driven in to that beam hundreds of years ago. Forged by a blacksmith on an anvil. I proceeded through the ghost town. How amazing. So the roof is still intact on this one. It amazes me to think of what was going on when these were put together. Probably the conquest of the Americas was going on when these were being put together. Beautiful stonework. Shit. There's more. This thing is known as an oreo and was used in times gone by to store the harvest for the year. So all your vegetables, corn, wheat and stuff would go in here, and they were built so that rodents couldn't get up them. So there, and then we can look up into here. Wow, so that's where they would have kept all the grain, produce, vegetables, fruit and stuff. As I continued making my way through the village, it became clear it was a lot bigger than I'd initially thought. There must have been 20, 30 houses here originally, all in various states of disrepair. It makes me wonder how this ever became abandoned in the first place. Why did 20 or 30 families just up and leave? I think that's what I find so evocative about these places. So much evidence of lives long ago lived, and many stories untold, probably now forgotten forever. Incredible, brother. You can still see the hue marks. There's been real effort put into this. Like they were put in yesterday. Oh, creepy. Yeah, that's been an old range, look. Look at that, it's a full bread oven. I mean, it might have supported 30, 40 people there. Little village, now it's abandoned, nothing there, no life. Makes you think about your own mortality, man. Gotta do what you want to do while you can, man. Because one day, like the inhabitants of that little village will all be gone.